When is it too soon to think about the next election? Well, for most politicians, it's never too soon. For months, maybe years, the conventional wisdom has been that Comptroller Peter Franchot was the front runner to replace Governor Larry Hogan as the Democratic Party nominee. Laurie, in addition to Franchot, the most speculated name was Prince George's County Executive Angela Alsobrook. But now a new contender is on the horizon. Former Montgomery County Council member and Democratic National Committee Chair Tom Perez is considering a run that will change the dynamics of things in a hurry, won't it?
Yes, Tom Perez definitely has a national, he was serving under the Obama administration as the Secretary of Labor from 2013 to 2017. He was a big, he made a big mark in Montgomery County. It's been a while, but he was on the county council. And he was president of the county council. But I think one of the negative things about Tom Perez, which was a positive at one point, but he was the board president of CASA. And he might, wish, if he's going to run for governor, he might wish that Trump won because I think that with all of the new people coming into Montgomery County, all the illegal immigrants that will be coming here, or maybe they won't be illegal anymore, maybe they'll actually have a path to citizenship, which, that would be nice if they could actually be citizens, if there's a good path toward that. But, we're going to have a lot more people coming into our county, drowning out the jobs that we need right now, that regular citizens need right now. So I don't think that's going to help Tom Perez in the future. I think Peter Franchot he's got the biggest war chest. He's got $2.2 million in his.
But Perez was chairman of the DNC. He can blink and raise.
That's true. He can raise a lot of money.
$2 million. And the beautiful thing about politics is that people have sharp elbows, and they're not willing to step aside for somebody just because they got a name or they got money.
But it's
going to be fascinating to watch. Hey, Ron, I want to talk about one more race before we have to break, and that race is about the lone congressional Republican Andy Harris. He may face a challenge from former Maryland delegate Heather Majure, who is from Montgomery County. Is it possible that she can win in what has been a solid conservative district represented by Harris?
Look, I think Heather is incredible. I think that she can do just about anything. She had a very good showing during the Democratic primaries for governor. And I think that given Andy Harris's behavior most recently, that it is time for people to maybe have someone else to look at, to measure against capability in terms of representation, not just for the Eastern Shore, but Andy Harris is a United States congressman. He advocates, or is supposed to, not just for the citizenship in his congressional district, but for those in the entire nation. And his behavior the past couple of weeks has made it clear that he's not capable of doing that. Now, as it relates to the governor, when we talk about money and what Peter Franchot has and what Tom Perez might be able to raise, but there are other people, and Neil Jane, people are looking at possibly what the millennials would like to see in the governor's office. There's also the prospect of David Trone and John Delaney, who both have healthy personal finances capable of drowning out anything that anyone has raised to this point. So it is going to be an interesting race, and I can't wait to see it.
Neither can I. It's going to
Heather,
be.
and she did announce she's running. She is.
The Democrats tear each other apart during the primary. When we come back from this short break, there's a legislative focus in the House of Delegates, and what's that going to be? And what are the consequences from Citizen Donald Trump's impeachment trial? Stay tuned.